Hey, this is Rue. Today I'm reviewing Crime Scene Cleaner after 100%. As you'd expect from the title, Crime Scene Cleaner puts you in the role of a mob fixer. You're the one that gets called when things go south and bodies and blood need to be taken care of. The gameplay is similar to something like Power Wash Simulator, but if Power Wash Simulator is G rated, then Crime Scene Cleaner is probably closer to something like PG 13 or maybe R. So, what do? The game is broken into a series of 10 missions, each ranging from about 30 minutes to a bit over an hour. These missions see you called to the scene of a crime and you're tasked with finding and removing evidence, getting rid of trash, cleaning up blood, and disposing of bodies. Disposing of bodies sounds worse than it is. You basically just carry them off the map, but some of the crime scenes can be a little gruesome. If you're easily offended by blood or violence, then this game is probably not for you. There is a setting that lets you change the blood color to a neon green, but this just ends up looking a bit weird in my opinion. Throughout each story mission, there are collectible music tapes, secret areas, and certain items that can be stolen cash, drugs, jewelry, and so on. There are some light puzzle elements, particularly in the later missions, using keycards to access different areas, opening one way doors, and so on. This is not a particularly difficult game to 100%. I was able to complete all the missions and achievements after about 14 hours. So, let's get into what I liked. First, we have to talk about the gameplay. It's great, even better than Power Wash Simulator, and that's a game I enjoy quite a bit. Power Wash Simulator is really simple and straightforward. Spray things until they're clean. Crime Scene Cleaner makes you think about what you're doing a bit more. You're not just cleaning, you're also looking for evidence, secret areas, items to steal, furniture to fix, and so on. It's great fun taking a location that looks like the scene of multiple murders, because it was, and making it look like something out of a lifestyle magazine. I also really enjoy the location variety. Over the course of the 10 missions, you'll be cleaning everything from a small apartment to a high-end spa, a modern loft, an Italian restaurant, a luxury mansion, a multi-level warehouse, and my favorite, a modern art museum. These are all done well and feel unique. I hope the developers expand these locations even further with reasonably priced DLC. This is a game format that offers a ton of options for future levels. Another thing I enjoy that honestly I wasn't expecting is the upgrade system. As you earn money, you get skill points that you can invest into better mops, sponges, and other tools. These make a massive difference. A late game upgraded mop and bucket with 3 active detergents makes you feel like a cleaning force of nature. The last sponge upgrade has you dual wielding them and waving your arms like a psychotic Mr. Clean. The flashlight upgrade is really good as well, making you no longer reliant on using clunky fixed lights. Once you finish the main story, the game offers a sort of free play, allowing you to revisit any of the missions with your upgraded gear. This is fun and lets you revisit a favorite level or pick up any missed collectibles or achievements. Let's get into a few things I didn't like as much. First, the game has a story, but it never really grabbed me. You're playing as a dad whose day job as janitor doesn't let him afford his daughter's expensive medical bills. You get roped into cleaning up for criminals to make some extra cash. There are a variety of characters whose names you'll hear, but since you never really meet anybody, alive at least, I ended up just tuning the story out and focused on cleaning the crime scenes. This isn't to say that the story is awful or anything, just that this type of game doesn't really need it. This ties into the second thing I didn't like, which is the player character voice acting. It's kind of strange and monotone. Let's listen to a few lines.
I see that Plan B had to be put in motion. Hate will tear us apart, one family at a time. So much blood, I'm seeing red now.
I'm not sure why the devs went with this. It's a minor thing, so it doesn't really affect the game, but it's still kind of a head scratcher. Next up, I didn't really enjoy the jumping and platforming sections. You're not required to do this often. A few times are mandatory, and beyond that, it's usually for secret areas. But when you do, it feels bad. The jump timing is wonky, I fell off a lot, and you can't make it over things that it feels like you should be able to. My last criticism has to do with the furniture part of gameplay. On multiple missions, I would get down to the last 1 or 2 pieces of furniture needing to be put back into place, but I couldn't find them anywhere. The game has a cleaner sense, which shows an outline of where furniture should be and is often helpful, but it gets progressively less helpful the closer you are to completing the level. I would walk around mashing the cleaner sense button and not seeing anything out of place. Power Wash Simulator avoids this problem by letting you see a list of features that need to be cleaned and allowing you to select them to highlight them in-game. Crime Scene Cleaner needs something like this. When you get down to the last couple furniture items, name what they are or show something more obvious in cleaner sense mode. I ran into a handful of glitches, particularly when putting bodies into the back of the pickup, but overall this game feels fairly well polished. The devs have already released a couple hotfix patches, and I expect that to continue. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. In this genre, gameplay is everything, and in that respect, Crime Scene Cleaner kills it, pun intended. Some minor cons with story and voice acting and platforming are far outweighed by the moment-to-moment fun that comes with transforming these crime scenes. I have a few ideas to make this game even better. First, let us see a time lapse of us cleaning or some type of before and after pictures. Other games in this genre, Power Wash Sim, House Flipper, let you do this and it's cool to see. I'll put some example footage from those games so you can see what I mean. Next, the game could do with some additional game modes or difficulty settings. I think the devs already have this in mind, as there are some tabs in free play that look reserved for this. A pro game mode that disables cleaner vision or maybe adds a timer countdown until police arrive on the scene could be fun. As far as value, Crime Scene Cleaner is retailing for $20 US. For 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, I think that's a very solid value if you enjoy this type of game. I really hope the devs release some DLC. If they do, I plan to buy and review, so be sure to subscribe if that's something you're interested in seeing. Anyways, that about wraps this one up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.